Live. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I didn't realize I didn't go live. You missed my preview. My new preview. Darn it. But we're here. Welcome. It's the beginning of February. Well, it's, I guess, sort of the beginning. It's the 8th already. But February started. And, of course, that means Black History Month has returned. And during Black History Month, there's always this big push by a lot of corporations to virtue signal just how much they hate their country and white people that make up the majority of it. And Microsoft is no exception. They need to extol the evils of whiteness and colonialism and really just all the great things that white people built by putting out propaganda, where you can walk with civil rights leaders. John Lewis, some person I can't pronounce, Rosa Parks, whoa, make good trouble. What exactly is good trouble? I mean, they leave that, I guess, maybe to imagination, but here is their little write-up on it. Explore social justice in Minecraft. Education edition. I love how the word, the version, it's education edition, yes. Well, education, that's what we'll call it. My Minecraft lounge, we announced Good Trouble, Lessons in Social Justice for Minecraft Education. Again, education edition. Along with a donation to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're announcing that the first lesson in Good Trouble is live. This lesson, based on life teachings of civil rights leaders and U.S. Congressman John Lewis, guides learners, obviously a liberal, very liberal John Lewis, guides learners through historic present-day social movements around the world. Lewis believed that being a catalyst for good trouble was a powerful way to build a better world. Yeah, build a better world. By encouraging others to speak and stand up where they see injustice. Essentially, where you see that where white people have more money than you, that's injustice. When you see that white people are living better lives than your community, rather than change your community or step up, work to improve that, you just see that as injustice and blame them for all your problems. That's really what injustice is. Over the next several months, we'll release more lessons centered on social justice, identity. So they've got more lessons planned too. Social justice, identity, of course, which I assume diversity and inclusion. So I guess DEI is still a very much around here. We want to make the content easy to access, of course. So you'll be able to explore these activities in an all-new equity and inclusion category of our in-game library to make sure as many learners as possible can access important content. This is also available in the Education Edition in the Minecraft Marketplace, available in all Bedrock versions of Minecraft. Any version that doesn't have Edition in the name, Bedrock players will be able to access this world at no additional cost. It's free. Black Lives Matter sign, respect, equality, justice, all my life matters. Not all life matters, because that might include white people, but this person's life matters. Of course, Good Trouble, the lesson one by a bunch of activists, educators. By the way, educators. They're not activists. That's what we're calling. But she also relied on support from Teaching Tolerance. Teaching Tolerance. The tolerance says exactly what they mean. From the Southern Poverty Law Center, really well-known and respected organization, Southern Poverty Law Center. Totally not making up stuff. Totally not including one guy with a blog as a hate thing to bump up numbers just to get more money. It's not a complete scam. The Southern Poverty Law Center. By the way, it is a joke. I'm being facetious. Southern Poverty Law Center is absolutely a loser organization that just bumps up numbers. And of course, it only breaks one way. It's only crimes against black people. We won't go over the numerous and often crimes that black people committed against white people. That's not important. It's not important to do that because that doesn't help our cause of getting us more money, which is what the Southern Poverty Law Center is trying to do here. So it's just awful to begin with. So students started in modern day America at a peaceful, very peaceful Black Lives Matters protest. Everyone knows that the Black Lives Matter protests were very peaceful. And they'll learn about the movement. So we're already doctoring about Black Lives Matter. Then we'll talk to Malaya Yousafzai in Pakistan to learn about her courageous stand against the Taliban's ban on girls' education. Oh, no. How's that going, by the way? How's that good trouble going for you guys? The students will travel to South Africa to meet Nelson Mandela in the 1990s and learn about apartheid. Yeah, that's a good thing. Sure. From the students will visit crucial moments in the 1960s segregated America to meet Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, activists behind Greenfield's lunch counter sit-in. India to encounter Mahatma Gandhi. Of course, you got to learn about how colonialism is bad. How is India doing without colonialism, by the way? Are they doing well? Are they really doing really well? How's South Africa without apartheid? Are they doing well? By the way, in South Africa, they literally have stadiums of people chanting "Kill white people." That's how that's going, by the way. They're not worried about that, though. The tour ends with the Black Lives Matter Plaza where John Lewis stands alone, asking students to reflect on social justice. How will you kill yourself in order to... how will you become a violent activist? Good trouble, guys. Everyone knows that these peaceful, in air quotes, protests are just cover for the violent protests that they constantly try to... basically, let's just get the most like anarchic, unhinged, psychotic people. We'll attract them to an area. We'll have some like people sort of go and march, and they'll follow the rules. And then, meanwhile, like in their wake, people are just setting fires to stuff. Breaking into law enforcement vehicles, destroying property, people's businesses that they put their entire life into. They'll just burn it down. But that's good. That's good trouble. That's what it is. And this is what they do. It really is a disgusting. The fact that they're using Minecraft to push this to children is absolutely gross. And this is a Johan here with a sort of summary of it. So I played this on stream yesterday, which I'm not going to play it. It's genuine propaganda. That starts off in modern day with mixed race protesters are clashing with all white cops, and of course the bad guys have to be white. This isn't subtle. Every segment of the game is encouraging players to continue causing good trouble. It's not educational in the slightest. Exactly. It's not presenting a sort of like both sides sort of view of this thing and letting people decide. It's just presenting one thing. Like, this is good. The trouble that they're making is good. Protesting against this is good. We're not going to go over the nuances of like why this conflict started. We'll just to say, if you're against the white people, then you're good. Using passive rights moves to justify modern protests, which of course the most modern is like ICE, where ICE is trying to deport rapists and murderers, and we have to protect those people apparently because for some reason. Because again, it's they're trying to fight against the replacement of white people. So the ultimate goal of all this stuff is to create white genocide, not necessarily violent, though in some cases it is, but just replace all white people until they're like just a small minority. Every lesson at the end is more encouragement to protest in the modern day for rights, which the game never exactly states what these rights are exactly. Well, what are the rights? The rights are to openly discriminate against white people. That's what the rights are, and it's ridiculous. For context, the propaganda update for Minecraft says Nelson Mandela was arrested for causing good trouble. Nelson Mandela was arrested for being a terrorist, killing people via bombings and necklacings. That's putting a gasoline-drenched tire around somebody and lighting it on fire. Nelson Mandela was, again, a terrorist and killing white people. But through propaganda, he's become sort of like a civil rights leader. And, of course, no place is better that like these changes took place. They're not better for it, by the way. They're considerably worse, but that's the reality. That's what they want to do. And then I love this. Some people arguing. And this is like the 70 IQ people that you just cannot argue with. Apparently, our VTuber. Since when was civil rights movements even a political thing to begin with? Like, can you imagine how stupid you have to be to actually say that? It's basic human history. Laugh out loud. What the hell? I mean, I guess he is retarded, but I mean, come on. You can't even. This is why I don't even argue with people anymore. I just see this and like, wow, this is the most ridiculous thing You can't even argue with these people. I've tried to. I'm ashamed to admit in the past I've tried to argue with this. Like, are you insane? Of course it's political, but civil rights movement, even a political thing, really? Oh my God, you can't even argue with. Though there is some funny memes where it's just like George Droid, these like Agartha George Droid edits. Here's another. George Floyd is George Droid coming out. Plenty of people like to make fun of No Renee, don't try to run over the police with a Minecraft car. Making fun of current events. And of course, there's the tragic killing of Irina Zaruski as Minecraft characters. Yet Southern Public Officer won't mention this at all. None of them will ever talk about this. This is honestly what the end goal is with all this stuff, all this civil rights. We'll just let this guy out to terrorize you constantly. Well, that's what all this civil rights stuff and these rights are. Like, the right to have violent criminals, violent psychotic people just roam the streets because it'd be racist to put him in jail so he can just terrorize people constantly and eventually, just murder people. Of course, reference to Epstein. It just some funny stuff. Villagers will not replace it. Some funny memes. You guys should know, and this was another interesting point about Microsoft and Mojang in general, how they're just ruining the game itself with this and other things. You guys should know that Mojang is currently attempting to suffocate 2B2T out of existence, all because they couldn't handle the brand risk of a server having no rules. So, I mean, this is guys essentially just doing their own thing, where it's like, here's an anarchy server. We're not going to have rules. We're just going to let, guys be guys. And like, it's all these sort of popular, and it's been very popular, these stories surrounding it, because it's, guys working together as teams to like commit war. It's like acts of war against other people on the server. It's very interesting. It's very fun if you see some of these write-ups, like the elaborate plans and what they do to destroy each other's bases. It's tribal warfare. And it's very human and very interesting to see in video games. In fact, that's one of the things I love about these like social video games is you see this happen in real life. You see a sort of reflection. Sometimes it's a dark mirror into the sort of nature of like human behavior that maybe people don't like to see, but in a video game where no one gets hurt, physically, it's really fun to see, really interesting too to see like how it works out. But of course, Minecraft doesn't like that because obviously they can't control it. This is the sort of feminist thing that they do is they have to control everything. Every experience has to be sterile and suffocating. Men can't be men. They can't act like men. We have to keep constantly controlling what people do. So like anything involved with Minecraft, and this is the other like IP thing that just destroys free expression, which a game about creativity should protect free expression at all costs, but they don't because it's all about IP and brand management. They want to destroy the sort of beauty that their players are creating. I mean, there is something beautiful about this and like a reflection of the human spirit. But of course, this is good. Good Trouble is their brand, and they want to destroy this for players. And then this thing is ridiculous. The Minecraft Safety Council, bringing together industry experts to build a safer Minecraft. And we already know that that Minecraft is willing to give logs to the Anti-Defamation League to make reports about like anti-Semitism. Use player logs and their conversations as fuel to push, for left-wing propaganda, left-wing attacks on free speech, basically saying like, oh, video games are anti-Semitic, or like everybody in these things are racist. They're basically by letting guys have fun. They're allowing radicalization to take place. So this is not a good thing. I can only imagine there's bad intentions behind this Safety Council when they say safer Minecraft. Industry experts to build a safer Minecraft. Again, it's more sanitized and unfun place where men can't act like men. If you just want to have fun in a video game, if you're a young guy that wants to play Minecraft, have fun on a server with other guys, good luck. Good luck. Safety has always been an important focus at Mojang Studios. That's why we've taken measure to ensure that Minecraft universe is a welcoming and safe space for everyone. This never works out as a welcoming and safe place for everyone. If you're a normal heterosexual man, this is never a safe and welcoming space for you. Any place that says that is the opposite. For our players, player first community standards to our world-class moderation team are consistently working to create a great experience for our players. Introducing the Minecraft Safety Council. The Safety Council comes with one ever-important purpose: to foster safer and thriving multiplayer experience in our game. And by the way, like another one that they might be trying to do is, there's obviously predators with any sort of children's game, children's focused game. There could potentially be an issue with predators, and like they want to try and look like they're better than Roblox. Essentially, I don't think this ever happens. You can never like totally wipe that out, and I don't know if. And a lot of times these changes, they use that, like we're protecting kids, as just a way to make their game worse for everyone. The Safety Council consists of industry experts who discuss player safety best practices, exchange insights, look at new approaches that can guide Minecraft journey outwards. Their key expertise supports Mojang proactive efforts in areas like communicating safety topics to parents and designing our games to encourage positive player behavior. Encourage positive player behavior. I mean, don't be a man. The Safety Council includes experts from both within and outside Mojang Studios, as safety is an important part, blah, blah, blah. For the rest of us, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign going forward. Hopefully they will leave private servers alone, but we shall see. And of course, it being Black History Month, you have to have a Halo skin with a bunch of African shit on it. Looks retarded. But whatever. It's Halo. Microsoft, same company. It's stupid as hell. I wonder how many black people were involved in the original Halo. I don't think a lot, but there's that one sergeant, but he was a character. I don't know as far as how many black people made Halo. Not sure. And then we had this announced, and there's a lot of like woke crap in this. Here, let's take a look. This is insane.
Ashes of the old world.
It's like, let me lower the volume here. Machines.
For ages, they were the guardians of the natural world, and they turned against us.
No.
Now they're getting deadlier by the day. All across the land.
I'd assume to a fat gay dude.
People are dying. That's why our leader gave me this command. We have to fight back. And to do that,
Looks like a guy at like a medieval fair, cosplaying at a medieval fair. And of course, we have to have black guy, super skinny, non-threatening guy. Looks like he's homeless. Old homeless guy, super skinny. Wow, very. And then, of course, everyone's been pointing out this people. The fat lady is a character too.
Who may have crossed it now and then.
They gotta show off the fact that she has a peg leg. So she's fat, a fat disabled woman with pink hair. It's really every box is ticked.
Infiltrators who hide in the dark.
Asian woman.
And champions.
Random lady with another pink haired lady. At least it doesn't seem. At least that wasn't skinny, at the very least.
Starts.
And then you have this sort of racially ambiguous
Are just
young
beginning.
guy. Kind of. He's got. I assume the dreads. He's sort of like brown coated.
And legends.
Oh, got him an old guy too. Why not? I mean, everything but like a traditionally attractive, muscular man.
Looking for one last shot.
By the way, like everyone's smile is so fucking smug in this. It's just so stupid. The expressions in this, like, hey, it's such like libtard coded. It's ridiculous. Like, haha. Oh, what this fucking expression. Holy shit, I hate this. Everything about this is so fucking dumb.
The last line.
And of course, all the villagers are fat.
Defense.
Everyone's fat in this. Apparently, it's not that much of a dystopia because they eat good.
For those who need it most. Made up of the greatest hunters in the land.
Fat lady.
It's hunters gathering.
These are your characters. Everyone's are making fun of this, calling it Concord 4 or the next Concord because of the obvious, just the absolutely obvious fact that most of these characters were, really all characters were designed to sort of avoid a traditionally heterosexual like male character as its front runner or a traditionally attractive female. I mean, like some of these girls at least are skinny, but it specifically coded like by a liberal focus group. Like what are the good characters? You have to have the old guy that's super skinny, black guy that's non-threatening, skinny, super afroed out haircut. The ambiguous young, brown coated, mixed raced guy. It's so gross. And of course, does anyone want to play these characters? I don't even understand why anyone plays the Horizon series at all, but it's such a joke. Like this stuff had to gotten approved by, like there's some sort of like equity group that gives you extra money for doing something like that because it looks awful. Everything about these character designs are just tailor-made to click the boxes. Fat, the sort of main character is a white guy at least, but he's like this fat loser white guy with a smug fucking expression, smug libtard expression, like, yep. This is an expression like they make when they like post "fuck ice" on their timeline, like, huh, ice. It's so pathetic. I mean, just another example. Of course, This is one of Sony's main franchises, so good luck with that. Good luck. We'll see how this sells. I have a feeling not well. But this, hey, what's up, Nuke? Good to see you. This was kind of interesting. Baldur's Gate, but this is just another sign. Like, the wokeness is an issue. Like, I guess this is a good mashup of the two main issues with it. You have the wokeness here of these shitty character designs, anti-male, anti-white type of art that's just so prevalent and that nobody wants. And then you also have the business side of it that just treats art as absolutely nothing. These are just franchises, they're IP, they're just widgets to exchange for more stockholder value. No artistic integrity whatsoever. So this is the Baldur Gates TV series that work at HBO. Craig Max in The Last of Us will serve as a showrunner, so he did The Last of Us movie, or whatever show. I didn't watch any of it. I'm not going to watch this or play Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm like an objective observer. The show will be a continuations of the game set after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate, and this is the thing, Baldur's Gate 3 developers Lurin have no involvement in the show. So you're continuing this sort of line after Baldur's Gate 3, which is extremely popular. But you're not going to involve any of the writers, any of the artists at all in the show. And I don't know if this is because Lurin didn't really want to work on any more Baldur's Gate stuff. They want to move on. And I can kind of understand why artists want to do that after dedicating thousands upon thousands of hours to a game. You want to sort of move on and do something different, something creatively. I mean, you can only do, if you're a creative person, like how often can you do the same thing over and over again? I get why people would want to get away from that. But it's just, how do you not involve anybody? Like, how can you make a show off of this that doesn't involve anyone, like any sort of continuation? Tell me there's no involvement in the series. How can you continue it and not involve anybody that's what was artistically involved in Baldur's Gate 3? It's like you're saying, like, here we made this new AC/DC album. Like, nobody from AC/DC wrote it. Nobody from AC/DC performed it, but it kind of like looks and sounds like AC/DC. I mean, people would think that's a joke. No one would want that crap. But with video games, since like the artists are kind of hidden behind that layer of game and character, that IP sort of masks the people involved with it. We just think it's okay. It's just insane. And I don't. Oh, and this, here's the PC Gamer article. Lauren Lead has a little crash out on main over Baldur's Gate 3, and this is Joshua Woolens, who's a piece of shit. But let's read it for the fun of it. I really don't like the guy, but I don't like any of these game journalists, so that's a given. So HBO is cooking up a Baldur's Gate TV show helmed by Chernobyl and The Last of Us. So he doesn't know how to feel, what to think about the Lauren Lead crashing out over Baldur's Gate 3 show. Is in touch about the writing. Says Sweeney Vic says HBO's in touch about the writing. So now I don't know what to think. So this guy apparently has a crash show, which I can understand about it. Perhaps. So I mean, let's see. Let me read this. Is helmed by Chernobyl and Last of Us showrunner Craig Mazin. I assume, I know Last of Us had like some gay sex scenes in it, which, I mean, Baldur's Gate wasn't already exactly that had like, a bear having sex with a guy. So what do you expect? Can HBO and Met trusted to do it justice? I doubt it. It depends on who you ask. For instance, Lurin CEO Sween Vic said the future seems pretty bright, which that's a very CEO answer. I don't know if he could really be trusted on there. All considered in a post on XFix says that the endings of Baldur's Gate 3 were created so that they could serve as a narrative soil for new adventures. So a series that builds on them makes perfect sense. Even more promising, despite Lurin having no official involvement with the series, Mazin and Co are apparently in touch with the studio. Sure. Craig did reach out to ask if he could come over to the studio and speak with us, wrote Vink, or whatever, how do you ever pronounce his Swedish name, from the conversation we had. I think it's he's truly a big fan, which gives me hope. Sure thing. Perhaps the Baldur's Gate show will be well. Here's me dropping the other shoe. At least one Lauren Honcho is less keen publishing serials, tweeters, reaction to the news of the series. Thusly, I've spent the last 8 to 10 years of my life with the writers and creators of Baldur's Gate 3. They're the most incredible storytellers and creators in the space. I genuinely don't think anyone can trump our writers. To be clear, Douse here isn't out here declaring this show is going to suck, or at least not directly. He is certainly, I mean, this is the thing. You have the people that made this franchise that's extremely popular. You know, this sort of Baldur's Gate 3 was extremely popular. You have the creatives that did this, but they're not involved at all. Or they're in touch. Like, how does that actually... So, yeah, it's clearly not going to be as good. And I'm pretty sure... I can understand why he's upset about that. Like, you're going to make this thing that doesn't involve any of the talent that made it good. It seems crazy. Or at least not directly. He is certainly retweeting a lot of people saying they won't watch the show. I don't believe that for a second. I do. I don't know why you'd want to watch it in the first place. Reactor News that the show, One Hope, with One Hope's jokes about suicide. So I'm not really an endorsement. But amid threats to crash, Doubt pitched himself as well. Maybe not a cautious optimist, but not a full-blown Dune Saber. Don't blend hope, but do expect the world. That's the job. I mean, it just kind of sucks when I see this stuff. The Fallout shows are basically the same thing, sort of. I never watched the Fallout shows, so I don't know if they're good or bad. I never played Fallout, so it's hard for me to give a comparison. I mean, it doesn't seem good since it stars a woman, but that's just me. That's just me. But moving on, it's just to wrap it up. I just don't think about it that rubs me the wrong way when you just totally throw out all the creatives that made one IP, made the thing, and then you try and make this sort of spin-off that doesn't involve anybody. How does that work? How is that going to be anywhere near as good or have the same sort of feeling as it? It's just being treated, and Hasbro, that owns D&D, owns Baldur's Gate. I mean, was ranting about them last week, how much they value their customers. I mean, they just use this stuff as money making. They don't have any sort of artistic integrity. They don't have any love for what these IPs are, what these games are. So it makes perfectly sense that they'll just use this to make some more money. They did same thing as like having parachute sets in Magic the Gathering and all the other crap they're doing, secret layer drops. They're just milking it as much as they can for short-term profit. No aspirations to make the best art that they can. And this is Outer Worlds failed. Avowed. Can you believe Avowed didn't meet sales expectations? Same with Outer Worlds 2. This is just funny. These characters tell me that. Look at these characters. Tell me if any of them make you want to play a 50+ hour RPG. Sometimes even something as simple as companions, they couldn't get it right. And this is just the usual. There's just always the sort of similarity between so much character design. I mean, you got this, and then you just go into this. I mean, you could say that they're different, but there's always just seemingly the same, a similarity between them all. There's a thread that connects these two. I can't fully express it, but it's there. It's there. I didn't watch the World of Warcraft movie. It sucks. I heard it sucks at least, but who knows? Who knows? Me, I'd probably have to really like World of Warcraft, and I played the demo, or I think a beta for World of Warcraft, and I just didn't like it. I mean, MMOs in general, I don't like the gameplay loop. They're just co-op game per co-pilot they're ignoring because it's definitely probably a co-op. I mean, it doesn't matter. When I see this kind of crap, I just tone out. There's so many video games to play in the world. I don't need to waste my time with something like that. But speaking of video games, let's play some freaking video games here. Let's get Terrascape going here, because this is an interesting demo. Let's switch over. Unmute the mic. Here we go. First thing I really gotta give Terrascape credit for is I've never seen a game load faster in my life. It is just, I'm just astounded. Maybe it's because it's a demo, or this guy is a really good programmer. Well, let's start a new game. I've already played through this once. Let's take a look at Where Tears Outstream the Rain. So this game is basically a guy trying to combine Dark Souls with Legend of Zelda. And this will become insanely obvious the second I start playing. You have a stamina bar, you have pots, you have a health bar. And then you have this dodge, which is like an iframe dodge that can go over gaps. And this is the reason why he needed to put in a stamina bar, because the stash is like insane. Hey, how's it going, good old... By the way, how's it going, Susanna Alla Richard? Good to see you. This is the sort of idea behind it. And in some ways it works, and in other ways... I'm not super crazy about it, but I mean, this is the sort of fighting. You can pick up pots, you can throw them, all very classic Zelda techniques. I think one of the big issues here is I don't know how you make. There's not too many ways to make the Zelda combat, top-down combat, more interesting or more, difficult. Internet set remains unconfirmed. The Grand Mandate demands we act out. Metro North Hunter, a graveyard is beset with vile monsters. With resolve. Ooh, dismissed. Look at this guy. So you have these, and they have swords that they could hit me with if I let them. And you collect these sort of gems. This is used for a level up system. Almost hit me there. Good thing my stamina didn't last. Good for this. And then, of course, and just like Dark Souls, when you rest, all the enemies respawn. So you restore all your life, but you have to fight enemies again. And if the enemies were dangerous, that would be a hard thing. Oh, he hit me. I missed one too many times. And I could use X to sip my cup. I actually like how good pots are in this game. They can do a ton of damage. But, because they're a resource that is finite. I want to use my roll. And then you have a bat. This bat's a little bit harder than other enemies, but also not that hard. You have random guys who are standing around. Graham. Seek his grave. I lost my way. Form me. Ooh. So you have little quests. I hate the fact that the run button is also the talk to people button. kind of annoying. The bats aren't bad if you know what's going on. There's a chest. I don't know exactly where they could be. How to get to this chest. So there's secrets. But I mean, you also have like the one thing that's kind of annoying is you have these sort of places like this that have nothing in it. So like as you explore, it seems kind of boring. Like, is there a secret here, or maybe I have to get a power that will knock these down? Oh, you could also find hearts in addition to having a sippy cup, which I thought was kind of interesting because I mean, do you really need it? I found the dagger. I don't like the dagger. So me, I just have, there's like a lot of like downtime where you're just sort of jumping over hills, and this is where the game kind of loses me. Like the combat, and I mean, is a little bit too basic in my opinion. I mean, not that you couldn't make a fun game out of this concept. It's just if you have like one-on-ones with, I don't know how you work Zelda combat in and make it more complicated. But if you don't have like multiple enemies, like if I can take on these enemies 1v1, it's very controlled and they have a very hard time actually hurting me. Like if I get bored and sort of don't take it seriously, they could. We could see how often I get hit, or you know how often I'm struggling with this guy. It's really just standing still and hitting X at the right time. Not to be reductive, but I mean that's the issue. It's like where's the challenge here? It starts out really, and I know this is the beginning of the game, but it starts out extremely boring. And then you have like this little stage hazard type thing. Environmental hazard, whatever you want to call it. I don't think I have a key here. Oh, I do. No, I don't. So I don't have a key. I can't get past this. And you know, one thing that Night Rain does is when you don't have enemies on the screen, it doesn't. You don't lose stamina. I kind of wish they'd add that into the game. I don't know if there's a easy way to do that though. But I like running, where I can like traverse things quick. Two stones. Apparently my thing is not strong enough to get past these. I need some sort of item to do that. But then, like, you have to, like, stop running while you're exploring some of these places. Especially if you have to, like, backtrack after you've killed these enemies. It's just, like, dead air. Can I, like, push one of these or something? I don't know. There's, like, some sort of puzzle here. Probably there's some sort of thing you need to do, but I don't know what it is. We're not going to try and figure this out. I'm not sure. I don't know if the dev is just one guy. Just found a small key. I can open up that treasure I was looking at that not too long ago. Where was that? I don't think I have a map. I think it was down here. Give me treasure ore. Found a weapon, Vespera. Put it in inventory. I didn't unlock this last time. What is this? A finely braided whip of considerable length can strike foes from afar. Its size demands careful handling. Okay. It's like I'm Richter here now. Let's see if I can find... I don't remember where the old Apex soundtrack never gets... So, I mean, the soundtrack is pretty nice. It's like maybe this is the keys to those gravestones. I don't know. This bat. Got him. Having like playing through it the second time, like this is like so easy. It's almost like eesh. Oh, they found his grave. I could go talk to him about that. Let's see. These stage hazards can be dangerous. Even though I have the iframe dodge, found a map for this area. Heck yeah. Now I can see where I need to go. This is a big map too. So it's like, I don't know if I like the size of this map. Because like I've killed everything here, so... Now I just have to worry about, like, have these little stage hazards slow me down. Like, what do I fight? Maybe at some point you can break through this and get access to another area. This is just a demo, so. Also depends on how much they coded, didn't catch the engine being used on the splash. They don't, I don't know. I don't think there is an engine that they code on their screen. The thing loads insanely quick. So it seems pretty... I mean, as far as programming goes, it seems like they did it well. So anyway, like that. And then I go into here. I probably could just, like, dodge through that with my... I'm hoping I can get to the castle. Like, they have a castle and a boss in this demo. Because at least at that point it gets a little more complicated. I think you could make an interesting game if you actually combine some of the enemies. I mean, fighting enemies one-on-one is not interesting in this game. I mean, they move so slow. They just... I mean, the enemy design is so simple, right, with this. You have to be able to combine enemies if you want to make the fights interesting. I mean, fighting these one-on-one, like, having a guy that comes at me and swings a sword, there's no challenge. Like, at no point I'm like, oh, wow, no, he's coming at me slowly. I better watch out. I might die. You have to find ways to... I guess this guy isn't activating, or was this from the other screen and he's just there? Like, see, alright, now you got two... In these situations, we have two, even though that wasn't hard. At least there could potentially be more danger. Okay, that's just a dead enemy. Like, you need stuff like that to actually, if you want to make it interesting. They also have some sort of, like, this again, like an environmental hazard where you, like, when you're on this, you can't roll. Which is kind of interesting. At least that's, you know, something different. Then you have random spikes shooting on the ground. That's whatever. Oh, hard. And this is where the game kind of like the demo kind of lost me. It's just like a lot of the stuff just isn't that interesting, you know. I will say, like, if you just like exploring, like, in a different world like that, if you really enjoy the sort of main loop of Zelda, this could be a lot of fun. I mean, for me though, it doesn't have the sort of charm that Legend of Zelda does. But so far, like, I don't think the enemies seem easier than like this thing. It can be a little bit tough. I say is like beat its ass. But I mean, the way it like sort of charges and retreats can be kind of a pain to deal with. And see, like this is where it could be fun, where you have to deal with this beetle while this zombie tries to attack you. I mean, that could, you know, run into some trouble where things get interesting. But there's not enough situations. There's not enough situations where you're getting that. I mean, the thing is, like, not just enemy variety, but like enemy combinations. Like if you combine enemy types in different ways, you can create variety, even out of like several simple elements. Let's see. I think there's a door in this village I never went into. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's just a guy on their way to this cursed village. I said, I have no quarrel. I know the green man saying. Around, but the frail old man, powerless to face which is in the land. A book, a lost somewhere in the woods. I'd be most grateful. Oh, dang it. Well, why? I'm just trying to roll. I'm just trying to roll away. Please. Oh, so he wants that book. And then I can't stop running. That stops me from running. Alright, so like just one-on-one, this guy isn't anything hard to deal with. You gotta have him. Give me a bat or a zombie or something, you know, trying to kill me. That'll make it interesting. Give me like terrain that makes it difficult. That I just, you know, as long as I can funnel him into a thing, the narrow pathway. Like, what can he do to me? This guy's gotta be a little. I think that my main advice to the dev, and I mean, I don't know if this is good sell your game advice, but like, make it harder. From my perspective, I'd enjoy it more if he actually added more enemies, and if this, you know, zombie tried to attack me from behind. If he wants to make it Dark Souls, then you gotta have more difficulty in this. We're about to reach, I think, the here we go. Here's the sort of pyramid temple. We gotta go and we gotta kill this stuff. Finally, we can level up. You have this sort of level up system where you increase vitality, stamina, or strength. I mean, stamina seems like it'd be pretty good. I mean, strength seems like it's the best. At least in my opinion, but maybe I'll level up stamina and see how that works. Since I gotta... I went with all strength last time, so... I'll give myself more actions. So you have this guy who you have to, like, stun him. Oop. Oh, he does swing at you if you let him. Uh-oh. I need to recharge my stamina so I can hurt this guy. Got him. He's kind of annoying, and it's like this guy combined with other enemy types is pretty difficult. And like, you can't roll on this, so you have to use my thing. And what's interesting with these arrows is like the respawn isn't like global on that arrow shooter. It's based on, like, once they disappear, then the timer resets on it. So it's kind of annoying the way that works. I don't quite like that how they did that, but it is what it is. Once I destroy... Actually, it's probably better that I dodge and then... There we go. So, like, see when you get, like, them combining, like, ooh, this is kind of scary. And then I could use the environment to my advantage and kill them. But that's at least interesting. You know, I had to like struggle there for a second. Like, oh, I better do something or I'm gonna get wrecked, and quickly. You know, take this. Take some pottery. Like, see, this is some interesting encounters. He needs to have more of these encounters, rather than just me walking around the overworld. But I mean, I can see how people would find this quite fun. If you just want, you know, more of a casual, you know, you don't want something super difficult, a casual exploration game. You know, the graphics are nice. There's a nice aesthetic. The enemy designs are very simple. So if you just want to like explore or have some fun, I can see this game being quite enjoyable. Like I mean, it's maybe being nitpicky, but I just don't find this game super interesting because of the difficulty. To me, it's not really Dark Souls in that sense. Oop, ouch. I mean, the enemies do a lot of damage if you get hit by them. Ouch. Take that. And then my sippy. Make him over here. No. Knock him back. Oh, can I knock him in the... I don't know if you can knock guys back in the into the pit in this. In Zelda you could do it. I guess in this one you can't. Oh, that's kind of lame. It's one of the things I loved about Zelda. I just liked about Zelda is you can knock him back into the pit. This weapon's a little slow. It's hard to deal with these guys. Harder to deal with them than having a sword. I guess they can get hit by arrows, though. Interesting enough. Oop, ow. Take a drink. That's kind of fun. You can use the it's like something like this is kind of scary. Like that combination together is pretty tough. So I could see this being like a really interesting fight if you had rooms like this, but then you have rooms like this which are, I mean, this isn't hard to deal with, and then you have these guys, they're separated. So you just, oop, I'll just go over and deal with this guy. And boom, done. There's some weird note. I'm not sure what this is for. He rips you off. I'm not gonna put up with this. I'm gonna destroy all your pots. How dare you? What's funny is how he reacts to this. Ah, thanks, you demolished every last piece of my merchandise. I see now this venture was never destined to make me rich. Inspired me so much that I shall grant you this as a reward. Scale agreed, equip it at a checkpoint. So he gives you a treasure for destroying his pots. I think that's a very, very fun thing. Let's see if I can find... And now, like, I have to, like, navigate through this whole place. It's a big... This temple's pretty big and annoying. Not gonna lie. Maybe, like, some of his maps are too big, in my opinion. Oh, wait, I should go back up there and get that. Get my treasure. Ooh, you're stuck and dead. Token, Skull of Resolve. I gotta figure out on the map, so I can't figure out where I'm at here. I'm just gonna have to wander around a bit. Oh wait, I don't have enough to level up, so I don't have to worry about that. So I am, I guess I'll just rest, because I am... Oh, maybe so I can equip my tokens here. What does this do? Boost attack power at low health, or spend health for movement after stamina depletes. That seems bad. Really bad. So I'm gonna go with this, the Skull of Resolve. So we can deal with this guy. Switch off this. I think the Cutlass seems what the game was balanced around, and it seems quite a bit better than anything else. So we got this. Oh yeah. I guess this doesn't really lead anywhere. Do I want to go back that way, or can I just go around? I guess I'd go back this way. Let's see if I can find where the exit is, or where the next area I need to go is. Oop. Just roll it here. Nope. This time that was a little too slow. Can I pick up a key? Oh yeah. So I can go through there. What do we get here? A shield! There. And it also follows the Zelda formula of you get a sort of treasure here. Like, why doesn't this zombie attack me? I'd be in trouble if he did. But no. He doesn't lock on to me that well. It's just such a shame. Like, I could have died there. Oh, we got another key. I didn't realize how many keys I picked up. These guys are a joke. On their own. Oh, see, look at that. Like, this is kind of, like, scary. Why aren't they attacking me? They're not see through this guy or something? I guess maybe not. What could have been a difficult fight, unfortunately turns into very easy. Okay, that bugged out a little bit. Assume maybe you're supposed to use your shield here. I don't know. Ouch. Oh no, I died. These things do a lot of damage to you. When they actually do hit you, they do quite a bit of damage. Which I guess is a shame, while like you can handle most of it pretty simply, pretty easily. It could be a much harder game. Let's see. Where do I go? The iframes. Haha. Oh, can't get through. Oh no, you can't get through. I can't iframe through them. Oops. I thought I could iframe through the stuff, but I guess not. So at least that's a plus. That's a plus to the dev, is he doesn't let you do that. Oh no. Could dodge through it. See ya. What? Did I not knock him back? I thought I hit him pretty squarely, squarely at the right time. You're talking down this game's difficulty. I'm dying like crazy. I need to stop rushing. What? I dropped my thing. I think you're supposed to use the shield, I'm just not using it. Time to run. It's weird. Sometimes like it doesn't want to knock his back. That up. Actually, I don't know what that does because I don't know how to actually get to that bottom place. The shield, when you shield, it takes your health if you don't perfectly shield. So I don't understand why. How is this any better than the sword? Alright, got our boss key. It doesn't make sense because I could easily just repel. If I could repel this stuff with a sword, why wouldn't I just do that? Like they need to have more rooms like that where like the obvious there's obviously some terrain disadvantages for you. You can't really like run around too much. Like, the stamina build is not anywhere near as good as the strength build. Never did any from start until I ran to the Golden Hippo and Shadow Archery. It's kind of a hard to set up a game like this. Yeah, the balance probably is pretty difficult to make like a difficult one something that appeals to Legend of Zelda fans is also really tough. It might be a hard stretch. No. This guy really likes pits too. Oh, damn. No, I used my dodge. I'm getting too impatient at doing these things. But eventually, you just get sick of like, oh, let me wait for this platform again. I've only done this 3 times, or I've only gone through the same room 3 times and waited for this platform 3 times. Thanks. Ouch. Gosh, this thing will probably kill me. Like, how many times have I had to navigate through that same thing where I'm like, alright, let me walk forward. Again. So, the rest, I don't think I can level up. Oh, I'm missing 2? Let me rest before I die here. We gotta at least collect 2 so we can... Let me recharge my stamina. I was running too fast. By the way, I don't like stamina bars. This is one of the really like. Okay, so I have to travel. I can run for travel to make travel less annoying. But the price is I can't actually swing my sword because of that. No, I did get 26 points, so I didn't need to kill this guy. It's like the stamina bar makes travel worse, and I've like leveled up. I've done nothing but level up stamina, so it's leveled up again. This is my super stamina build. It's vastly inferior to the strength build, by the way, but we're gonna fight the boss with this for fun, for the funsies of it. Actually, let me try that. Let me try the Vesper right here, where we fight the boss. Which is pretty, very like kind of like Dark Souls, you know. The hitbox on this stuff is like kind of confusing, like what actually hits me and what doesn't. Sometimes it could be like above it. Frame dodge. Good luck with that. This guy is just a sponge of HP. My frame dodge. Sorry, buddy. It's no problem. Ouch. My frame dodge. Yeah. Ooh, now he's getting faster. I don't know what hit me there. Speeding up now. We're getting serious. See, like that hit me. I guess the top of my sprite can also a hitbox. It seems like far safer to stay above this, I guess. Doesn't help this guy is kind of, I guess all the characters in this are kind of really like, drawn as like horizontal. Like they're flat rather than like from an above view. Ooh, I got hit by that. And see, I take so many hits if you haven't leveled up strength. Takes so many hits. Let me try with a dagger. Okay, strength. I mean, I was my first impression, my first like fight I did. I leveled up strength because I'm like, this seems like the best, no doubt. And I think I was pretty, ouch. This dagger's pretty good. It's like bullet does a lot of damage though. Oh, what? That hit me. I'm surprised. Stab. Oh, we can shoot it down. I didn't know. He's like always like done it horizontal. He's stabbing you. It's always funny when he does that. You can shoot it down too. He runs away from you just to shoot you. A delay. They kind of throw you off. He's gone to like a rage form here. Oh, this one he does other comp. Got a drink. Tougher. See, like that kind of hitting me seems a little bit ridiculous. Could be wrong. Ooh, holy smoke! Picked the wrong time to drink. God damn it. I keep thinking I can dodge that, but I guess it doesn't. I must stop doing that. Oh, I'm gonna switch my cutlass. Give myself a little more range. It doesn't look like it should hit, but it does. That hits too. Disjointed hitboxes is also very Dark Souls. Think about it. Didn't have a single. Why did I dodge? Take my time, self-impatient. You can beat this. You know, the bosses are difficult. But just there's a lot of like time in between where you're not dealing with stuff that's difficult, you know? I see that. That hitting me is some of this claw attack is annoying. Baldur got me. Oh, damn it. Right into the arrow. Maybe you meant to block it. Maybe. Maybe you're supposed to use the block I've actually tried out. Maybe I should try the shield on this, on some of this stuff. So that, the way like some of the stuff hits me and some of it doesn't. Oop. Timed it at the wrong, did that at the wrong time. I was trying to block, it's like harder to block the attack than dodge it. Guess I didn't. I guess it doesn't really do anything, it's just like, I don't know if blocking in this game, I guess it's kind of a way to like roll, maybe a more complicated, riskier way to roll. I'm just trying to think like what's the trade-off for doing it right, you know? Like what's the reward? I guess maybe it doesn't do stamina if you perfect dodge. Which could be the, like, plus for doing it right. So you have, like, more... So you have, like, more stamina attack, you know? So I could see it. I could see that being it. I think that's probably a good trade-off, then. Good time out. Getting too aggressive. Without the stamina build, this guy takes... Or without leveling up strength, this guy takes so long to kill, though. Ah. Shouldn't have attacked there. I don't know if we'll be able to beat this guy with my current build. Shield build, shield attack. Okay, perfect. Aw, oh, come on. That was a block. Oh. Perfect. I like the little... Well, that will kill me if it doesn't. Ooh. Dang it. I'm really bad at blocking the, I'm really good at shielding the ball, but the arm is... like the arrows and stuff that they have in the second phase. It's kind of, I like, you know, then you have the stage hazards, stuff to pay attention to. Give them like some complicated stuff. So like this, see, like this is well thought out. I'm not crazy about some of the hitbox on this guy's arm, but overall, I like how I like all the stuff that he has in it, you know. It's obviously it's fairly tough. It's not something that can be it's weird. Like I guess the top of my head's a hitbox. It just feels like it shouldn't be. But maybe like his whole body is. Maybe the hitbox is like all around him, or it's bigger than his. Maybe his hitbox is bigger than its body. I don't know. Probably an easy way to cheese it, but I haven't figured out yet. I think I'm safe there. It always gets me every time. Oh, I'm far enough down, I'm safe. Yay! I'm beating him with my meme build. Crimson Tier Essence. Much more stuff I plan to add to Terrascape. And I think this is just like a single guy when he says like there's so much more stuff I plan to add. So I mean, if it's a single person project, which I probably should have looked it up, that's pretty impressive. And if there is more of that stuff, I would definitely consider playing it. Though I do kind of find some of the just some of the places in the exploring it just doesn't really. It's different than that. I don't know who developed this. I don't want Terrascape. I want Terrascape. Or am I spelling this wrong? Maybe there's a space in Terra. Wow, this poor guy has a really bad SEO. I gotta be looking up the right thing, right? I can't even find him on Google. Let me get here and quit. You can travel, but the travel stuff is. So this is Tierscape. Why am I calling it Terrascape? It's Tierscape. I'm just misspelling the fucking thing. Escape here. Tierscape here. Developer nerds take over. I don't know who's part of Nerds Take Over. I think it might be pretty close to a single guy. Let's see, but let's bring out his thing over here. He does a little demo here, or a little like sizzle reel. And I'd say like some of the fight, he's showing like the cool fights on his thing, where you're fighting multiple enemies. But that doesn't always happen. Like, when did that situation happen? It didn't. Oh, you can you got reflect shields in this. And you're carrying a pig. A handcrafted world. And this, like, when I see, like, the size of this, I'm like, oh boy, I do not want to navigate through this entire thing. And they got more gear than that. And they have different things. Different, obviously a lot of different stuff. You can level up. They also have local co-op if you wanted to play with other people, which is kind of cool. If you had a friend to play with. It's a neat thing. It's a neat IP, and I can see people enjoying it. It's also, let's see, what the Steam page is. Let's see what store page. It is currently, it's a fairly cheap game, too. I'm sure you can get the, let's see, where is Tierscape here? It's currently, normally $15, currently $13.49 on sale. Oh, yeah, oops, sorry. I forgot. I need to switch the scene over. Yeah, it's $13.49, probably either like one or two, like it seems like a solo dev. Could be wrong. But I think there's potential, especially if you don't mind like slowly exploring this sort of large 2D world. I can definitely see people enjoying it. I don't know if I'm going to play the full game. It just didn't quite capture me. There's just a lot of like I said, a lot of downtime that I don't want to deal with, and I don't want to like grab a book and then try and find my way back to the guy that wanted the book. It's just like versus a game say, but as far as when you look at like we weren't able to see it. When you look at the stuff he's making, sort of like the animations, the artwork, it is pretty impressive. I mean, there's definitely a nice aesthetic to it. There could be a lot of like fun stuff. He shows like the more complicated action pack things in his trailer. It just, a lot of the situations don't seem to lend it when actually playing the game, lend it to that sort of level of fast-paced, action-packed fighting here. Like you're dodging a lot of that stuff. It's just it's like a thing with like these ninja stars are fun. Like doing it once, like 4 times you go back and forth. Not so much. It just gets a little tedious, but that's my opinion. That's still pretty fun. Anyway, I'm well over my usual time. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Check out Terrascape if you saw me playing it and thought it was something you'd enjoy. Good on this guy. I think he made a pretty good game. It's just not for me. It's I think the end of it. Yeah, build better games. I've watched some of their stuff. It's pretty good. A producer's perspective, yeah. It's more like very like business. The build better games is more like business stuff, which definitely is an important part of important part of it. I'm just not. I'm more interested in like the art side of it, and I think this guy kind of nailed that. He probably just needs a. I kind of wish he would just tighten up some of the, like, make some of the things smaller and make some of the encounters, less but harder, like less but more. Anyway, see you guys later, and we'll talk to you next week. That's why I definitely want to go over. If you haven't seen Monster Hunter Stories 3, I'm definitely going to be talking about that next week if I don't put out like an independent video about it, because like comparing it to Pokemon definitely gets me fired up. But I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.